Hello, darling cherubs. Today we're going to quickly learn about what a two-voice poem is and how to go about writing one. A two-voice poem is a type of poem that has two voices, and each voice represents either one of two characters, or it might represent each voice as a different object that have some kind of relationship to each other. In your case, we're doing this as a novel project, so you're going to be thinking about our class read and thinking about two characters in the story whose voices you can compare through a poem. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose your two characters, and you're going to begin by thinking, just brainstorming a little bit about what those characters have in common and what makes them very different from each other. You might just start by making a list or even making a Venn diagram. Then you're going to start planning and putting it into an actual organizer. So here's an example of an organizer for a poem. This one is called Opposites Attract. And this person is comparing two characters, Batman and the Joker. And I don't know too much about Batman, but I know that Batman and the Joker are big time enemies. And so I know this poem is going to have a lot of kind of differences between the two voices. But you also have this middle column called both. And that's where you're going to have some lines that both characters say because it's true of both of them. For example, in this case with Batman and the Joker, something that they have in common is that they both have secrets. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by entering some information about character one, voice one. In this case, it's Batman. So you might start with his name. I am Batman. Now, you wouldn't put this under both because the person reading the line of the Joker is not going to say, I am Batman. That makes no sense. So character one, Batman, will say, I am Batman. Then you leave the rest blank because no one else is speaking at this point in the poem. So you go down to the next line, and now you're going to have character two introduce themselves. You'll have, I am the Joker. Now, in this case, we have another line, I am a hero. The Joker is not a hero, so he's not going to say that. So again, you just fill in this section with Batman. Then the Joker says, I am a villain. Batman's not a villain. But then we come down here where they both have something in common. And so when this poem gets read out loud, these characters, the people reading for character one and character two, would say at the same time, I have secrets. So this poem, this kind of poetry is designed to be read out loud by two people. And when the two people are reading from the both column, they both speak simultaneously. So this document that you're looking at now, this kind of table, is just meant to be an organizer for you. If you were to finish this poem and put it in final version, it would look something like this. So it says opposites attract, and then you'd have these two names, and then you'd have two poems. And you'll see that there's space where after the person one is reading, after they say I am Batman, they would pause. So the person reading for the Joker says I am the Joker. But then, and I put them in italics to make it a little more noticeable, there are certain lines that are said together. So I wrote those lines under both voices so that if you were reading for Batman and you were reading for the Joker, you would both know at the same time to say I have secrets. So this is what a two-voice poem looks like. What you're going to do is you're going to do it with two characters from the text that we read as a class. So maybe you choose Nisha and Amul, maybe you choose Dottie and Papa, maybe you choose Papa and Mama, maybe you choose Hafa and Nisha. You have a lot of choices. So you're going to use the text and you're going to think about what those characters have in common and what makes them unique, and you're going to fill it in this organizer. That's going to be your task. Ultimately, you're going to produce a poem that looks like a final product like this. Your poem should be at least 16 lines total, but you're welcome to do more. And I want you to really think about all sides of these characters, what makes them uniquely who they are and what they share. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help, but I'm excited to read your poems, and I'm hoping that we'll find a way for us to present them visually through video. I know we're not in school live right now, so I'm going to start brainstorming ways that you might be able to present them virtually with your classmates. So we'll be thinking about that. Get excited. I love you all, and if you have any questions, just send me an email or stop by office hours. Have a great day.